this might be like a slight dig at Disney and saying like they're killing them. Hey everyone, we are back at Universal Studios with another Halloween Horror Nights video, and tonight it is all about the food. We are going to give you the ultimate foodie guide to Halloween Horror Nights.
Halloween Horror Nights is known for their houses and their scare zones, but they also have some really unique food options that we're going to try tonight, so that when you guys come, maybe you could try it.
We're going to try to get through as many as we can, so consider this your ultimate foodie guide to Halloween Horror Nights. Let's go inside and have some food.
I have taken root and will now accept your praise. I am the Pumpkin Lord!
Woohoo! All hail. All hail the Pumpkin Lord.
All hail the Pumpkin Lord.
So I think the game plan as far as food items go is to kind of start with some of the items that would be more meal-like. So I think we're gonna head over by the Chucky booth. I really wanna try that Good Boys burger, the Good Guys burger. And then I think we'll try some of the treat type of items a little bit later on in the night, because we are here around dinner time. So I think we're gonna start with some of the bigger items first, and then have some of the treats a little bit later. And as we're heading into the Scarecrow Scare Zone, a couple of the scare actors are making their way out here. Holy cow, look how tall they are. That is so cool.
I'm glad we're going through this one during the daytime because it's so dark at night. You can hardly see the costumes.
Making our way through now. Look at this one. Oh. Holy moly, he is huge. Wow. So the first stop of the night brings us over to Chucky Good Guy Tricks and Treats, and we are going to be trying Good Guy's burger. All right, we got our first food item, and check out the box that it came in. This is the Good Guy's burger from the Chucky stand. It has the advertisement for the new season of Chucky starting in a couple of weeks. And here's a look at the burger. It's a beef burger with crispy pork belly, cheddar cheese sauce, pickled jalapenos, with a donut bun topped with red icing and fruity cereal, which is basically just Fruit Loops. It looks interesting. It looks like just like a generic theme park burger, but I'm curious like how the sweetness from the bun and the Fruit Loops come in. And then check out all like the icing that's splattered all over the case. It's pretty neat. It's good presentation. All right, here we go. It is the Good Guy's burger. I got this fly flying around right in front of my face, but let's see. We're able to cut it in half. Let's see how it is. So there's a lot of different flavors that are happening here. Obviously you have the burger flavor, but you really taste the donut bun. So it tastes like a donut, because it is. And then you also have a little bit of spice from the jalapenos, and then more sweetness from the Fruit Loops. Very interesting combination. On paper, it doesn't really sound like it would work all that well, but it's good. I like it. The pork belly that's in there is nice too. Again, a lot of different flavors here. It's definitely has a kick. The jalapenos give it a kick, but the donut bun and the Fruit Loops kind of cool it off a little bit. This is very unique and definitely something you can only get at Halloween Horror Nights. I would recommend that you try this one. The burger itself, it really isn't anything to write home about. It's a standard theme park burger that you can get from any of the Universal restaurants, but the combination of the unique flavors make this really cool, and then the presentation was 10 out of 10 as well. So I enjoyed this one.
All right, I'm eating mine with a fork and a knife because I don't feel like getting my hands all sticky and dirty.
It is very messy.
Trying to get a little bit of everything on here. That's actually really good. I was not expecting to like this because, I don't know, I've never tried like a burger with a donut bun before. That's always sounded like so gross to me, but it actually works. Like, you'd be surprised. The jalapenos definitely give it a little bit of spiciness. Like Matt said, the burger is just like a regular theme park burger, but I like the mixture of flavors. It's kind of like surprising that the donut bun, like the sweetness of it, works so well with the burger. And this was $10.99, and with our discount it came out to $9.95, and it's actually a pretty good size. Matt and I are sharing it, but I feel like if I ate this whole thing myself I would be so full.
Yeah, it's the size of a regular burger. So for, you know, $10 after your annual pass holder discount, pretty good deal. And just to give you guys a sense of direction, the Good Guys booth is right past Springfield. So if you're coming through Springfield, you will pass the Chucky booth, and then if you keep following this path this way, you will head towards Central Park. And there's Alex.
The portal is It's breaking through! Ah, yes. I knew there was a missing element. Loyal minions, aid this wicked spell, for we must gather more power and spread its grasping vines. Eve!
So next up, we stop by this food truck over in the San Francisco area, and we're going to be trying the Burnt Offering Mac and Cheese Bowl, which is $8.49 before annual pass holder discount. Looks good. It caught our eye. Let's see how it is. And here it is. Here is our Burnt Offering Mac and Cheese. It is white cheddar mac and cheese, topped with a char siu pork skewer. I hope I'm saying that right. And again, this was $8.49 before annual pass holder discount. And I will say, it looks different than it does in the photo.
The photo, the meat was like thick and big. These are like tiny little like whatever it is, pork. It doesn't look like the picture, but
no.
The mac and cheese looks the same, but the pork looks a lot smaller. All right, I'm just gonna try the mac and cheese alone first. I actually kind of like that it's like the big shells. The cheese is like the white cheese, white cheddar, so I like that. But it just tastes like your average mac and cheese, nothing like gourmet about it. Okay, that actually has good flavor. I'm not the biggest pork fan. It is a little bit fatty, but the flavoring on it is really good. I don't know if I would get this again though, just because it's just like your basic mac and cheese with like a little bit of meat on top. It's okay, but I'm surprised. I really do like the flavoring of the meat.
And the reason why I probably wouldn't get it again is just because mac and cheese and pork belly isn't really something that I want in my belly when I'm walking around for hours and hours at HHN. Mac and cheese is very heavy. It's still hot down here in Florida, so just keep that in mind. So we are walking through New York now, which is the Sweet Revenge scare zone, and it is raining just a little bit, so all the scare actors have gone in, but it is slowing down, so hopefully they'll be back out soon. So the next spot on our foodie tour brought us over to Gramercy Park, and we stopped by some of the stands that are here, and we got the Lil Boo's Spicy Pumpkin Bun, which is a spicy butternut squash filled steam bun, so basically like a bao. And then we also got the Tombstone Red Velvet Cake Pop for $5.99, which is a red velvet cake pop coated in buttercream on a bed of Oreo cookie crumbs with white chocolate bones. And then Alex got a drink that she's been eyeing for a little while. Which one is that?
The Pumpkin Gingersnap Punch. I already took a little sip and it's very strong. And they do check your ID, so you have to be 21 obviously to get any alcohol. There is no pass holder discounts on alcohol, just so you guys know. This is Myers Dark Rum, Pumpkin Puree, Ginger and Cinnamon Syrup, Single Pressed Lemon Juice, Orange Juice, and Pimento Bitters.
Okay, so the first thing that we're gonna try from this booth is the Little Boo Bao Bun, and I do wish that they kind of put his eyes on it and made it look like Little Boo. Maybe I'm being nitpicky, but let's see. This is a butternut squash-filled bao bun. It's pretty good. I will say, I'm not the biggest fan of butternut squash, but the flavors are pretty good. And there's a decent amount of filling that's in there, so it's not just like all bao bun. It's pretty good. I know Alex is gonna like this one a lot.
I wish they put his face on here.
I know.
That would have been, like, they missed out on that opportunity. All right, let's give it a try. That is good. They call it a spicy Little Boo bun, but it has like the slightest like little spice. It's really not that spicy. This is good. I like it a lot.
I knew you were gonna like this.
I love butternut squash.
Anything butternut squash, fall season, has Alex's name all over it. It's a pretty decent sized bun, and again, good amount of filling in there. It's not just all bread.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's not just all bread, yeah. They really did put a good amount in there.
So if you're wondering what goes with a butternut squash bao bun, an alcoholic pumpkin beverage, look no further than a cake pop. We're gonna try this cake pop. I like the design on it, and I like how they have like the little bones and the Oreos in there too. Looks pretty interesting. It has the RIP on the outside. I mean, you really could never go wrong with a cake pop. And what I'm gonna do is kind of dip the cake pop in the Oreo crumbles a little bit, make it nice and extra chocolatey. You can see all that right there. Let's see, that is really, really good. Wow. The filling is red velvet. I don't know if I said that initially, but it's a red velvet cake pop with a buttercream outside. And then the Oreo crumbles are really good. And they give you a whole bunch of Oreo crumbles so you can keep dipping it in here as you bite. It's so good. 2 thumbs up on the cake pop. Again, it's hard to mess a cake pop up. You really can't go wrong. This is very good. If you're looking for like a cakey type of dessert, we can recommend this one. Just wanted to take a quick minute and show you guys what the wait times are like on a Wednesday night. Bugs is 55, Dead Man's 60, Descendants of Destruction is 40 minutes, Chupacabra 50, Halloween is 90 minutes. Wow, Hellblock Horror is 45 minutes, So is Spirits of the Coven, Blumhouse 75, Weekend 45, and Monsters 45. So not super duper busy, but some of the bigger houses definitely have long waits tonight. All throughout the park you can find these drink stands that sell ghoul juice, as well as the lacto coolers. There are so many of these around. It is such a simple effect, but I love it so much. Check out all the pumpkins and the Pumpkin Lord vines that are on the Transformers 3D building. Scare actor right here. He's my favorite one. You can't see him at all. He's like dressed up as like mulch, and he sits right down here, right at the entrance. We've just been watching him scare everybody that walks by. It's so good. And if you are coming to Halloween Horror Nights, we highly recommend that you stop and spend time in the scare zones. Do some people watching, because it is so much fun. Oh, I can literally sit there all night and watch some of them. It's so entertaining. Especially over in the graveyard, there are so many quality scare actors there. Yeah. So good. And over here at Cafe La Bamba, if you do a Halloween Horror Nights RIP tour, this is where you would come, and they have some food offerings for you. And check out just the decor on Cafe La Bamba with all the vines and everything on it. It is pretty neat. And as we were standing here, I was thinking to myself, it seems odd that the horror makeup show is not open during HHN. Like, that would be the prime show to run, in my opinion. I wonder if they use that building for something else during Halloween Horror Nights. If anybody knows, leave us a comment. But you would think that the horror makeup show would go hand in hand with HHN. So we made our way back over to the Kids Zone Pizza Company, and we hopped in line for the one and only pizza fries. This is going to be the first year that we try pizza fries. We've heard a lot of good things. All right, so we got a place to sit, and here are our pizza fries. These are a long time coming. We've heard from everybody. If you come to HHN, you have to try the pizza fries. And tonight is the night. We went with the regular option, but like I said, there's also a vegan one, and there's also a s'mores pizza fry, which sounds really interesting. Maybe next time we come, we'll try the s'mores ones. But for tonight, sticking to the classics.
They are very good. I was worried because when they gave them to us, they were just like sitting there, and I was like, oh no, but they're actually hot, and the fries are crispy, which is surprising because you would think like under all of this stuff that it would be like soggy, but they're actually crispy and good. Let's get another bite. Wow, they are good. Now I will say, the sauce on them is like not good like Italian sauce. But of course, like, what can you expect? It's a theme park, but overall, really good. I would definitely get these again. If you're coming to Halloween Horror Nights and you're going to be drinking, this is like the perfect thing to have at the end of the night. It's greasy, it's cheesy, it's hot. I could picture people like having a few drinks here at HHN and then just slamming pizza fries at the end of the night. But these are really, really good. And you know, it's just kind of is what it is. It's theme park fries with theme park sauce and cheese, but it's good. It just hits the spot. And like I said, if you're here, especially if you're drinking at HHN, you probably love pizza fries. This is a perfect midnight snack if you're here. Very good. So we walked past the bridge over by Springfield, and I really wanted to try that churro dog on a stick, but the line was so long, so maybe if it goes down by the end of the night, we will try it. It sounds very interesting. So our next stop of the night brings us over here to the Meats Locker, and this is home to some of the most unique treats that you could find throughout Horror Nights. The packaging of these items is really cool. We'll show you a few of them. Thank you.
Check out this food. The theming is so cool. It's themed to a meat market, but of course all the meat is body parts. Look at this guy right here. Oh my gosh. Then you have all of the meats down here in the case. It all looks so real. So back here, there's a place to sit and there's like drapes. And we always thought during the day before Horror Night started that this was actually gonna be possibly like a scare zone, like a little mini scare zone, and this would be a boo hole, but it's not. So you're safe. You can sit here and not have to worry about anybody coming out.
I checked behind me before I sat down, just in case.
So we got two different things from the meats booth, and this is the 100% fresh ground princess. It is a sweet raspberry flavored Rice Krispie treat, and of course it's made to look like ground meat, which apparently is a princess, but look how cool the packaging is with all the little labels on it. It says devour by 10/31, unit price 10/31, total price an arm and a leg, and then the minimum temperature is 1031 degrees Fahrenheit as well. Just cool little Easter eggs on the packaging. I love the presentation on this. It comes in like an actual package that you would get meat from, like at the grocery stores. All right, let's try some of this fresh ground princess. It was very easy to break off with a fork, so it's definitely like a softer texture than a normal Rice Krispie treat, but let's try it out. Yeah, the fresh ground princess is kind of just okay. The packaging is better than the actual treat item is. The treat itself is like a softer, almost like a stale tasting Rice Krispie treat, and there's just a subtle hint of raspberry. I thought it was gonna be more raspberry flavoring in this than it actually is, but it's just okay. Like, this isn't something I would get again, but if you wanna get it for the packaging is really, really cool. It makes for a good Instagram photo, but the actual treat itself kind of just tastes a little bit stale. I don't know. I was hoping this was gonna be better than it was, but this is probably one that I wouldn't get again.
Yeah, it tastes stale.
Right?
Yeah. It has like a very slight raspberry flavor, like nothing that like pops in your mouth really. The Rice Krispies almost feel like flat and not puffy.
Right.
Does that make sense? That's okay, I'll eat it, but I probably wouldn't get it again, but the packaging is so cool. Like A+ for the packaging.
Now, something that's interesting to me, and I don't think anyone has called this out, and it may just be coincidental, but why is it fresh ground princess? Like, is that a dig at Disney? Possibly, because there's nothing to do with princesses or anything like that in any of the scare zones here or in any of the houses here. So when I saw this at first, that was my first gut reaction was, this might be like a slight dig at Disney saying like, they're killing them?
Okay, so I got the fried zombie brains. They were $8.99 and it's fried cauliflower tossed in spicy sauce. I don't know how to pronounce the sauce. Garnished with sesame seeds and scallions. It's pretty spicy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you might not think so because you're like not as sensitive as me, but cauliflower is actually crispy, which I love. That it's not just like soggy in the sauce. But yeah, it's pretty spicy. This is a really good option for people that are vegetarian too, because it's just cauliflower. I forget what the sauce was called. It's something with a G, but it's hard to pronounce. It's it kind of reminds me of something that you would get at like a Chinese food restaurant, but like it's not like orange chicken because it's spicy. They definitely taste like some sort of an Asian sauce. So again, it's kind of like almost like a sweet and sour sauce, but spicy. Like it's hitting me in the back of the throat right now. Have a bottle of water if you're gonna get this one because it is spicy, but it definitely has Asian influence. So it tastes kind of like a sweet and sour sauce, but definitely on the spicy side. I will say for a Wednesday night, it was pretty busy tonight. I mean, the house times were basically about an hour for each house the entire night, and it's about 12 a.m. now, and the waits are still decently long. So even if you're coming on a weekday, be prepared for the crowds. All right, so that is going to do it for our night here at Universal for Halloween Horror Nights to try out as much food as we possibly can. I think we did pretty good for just one night. We tried a lot of different food items. Yeah, we did. I'm full.
So am I. What was your favorite thing that we tried?
I really liked the cake pop, the Tombstone cake pop. That was really good. And I also really enjoyed the cauliflower.
Yeah, okay. That's two different than mine. I think my favorite was the pizza fries.
Oh yeah.
That just really hit the spot and they lived up to the hype.
Yeah, they were really good.
They were really good. And I know we didn't get a chance to try everything. It's very hard to do that in just one night. But we wanted to give you a different variety. We tried some things that were more like entrees, like the burger and the pizza fries. We tried a couple of sweet treats, a couple of snacks. Alex had a drink. So I think we did pretty good for just one night. We hope you guys enjoyed coming along with us, and we hope you found this video helpful for when you come to Halloween Horror Nights this year. If you did, make sure you give the video a nice big thumbs up. If you guys are new to our channel, make sure you subscribe down below so you don't miss out on videos just like this one. And with that being said, we'll see you guys real soon.